Hi there, I'm Mike, and what I have for you today is a little bit of a different video. In the past, I've done a video about what to do if your action figure joints are stuck, like if they're fused, if they're not moving, what you can do to loosen them up without breaking them. And if you want to go see that, you can check that out down in the downstairs area. This right here, though, is a little bit of a different video. It's the opposite problem. What to do if something's too loose. So just yesterday, this gentleman here, this is General Hux. He's not a particularly good figure. He doesn't particularly look like Domhnall Gleeson from any of the sequel movies. I'm not a huge fan of it. He even comes with a blaster and no place to put it, so I always have it behind his back like this. Anyways, this is not necessarily a video about him. It is about what to do if something's too loose. And on this guy right here, his ankles are so loose, he more often than not is responsible for knocking everything down because his ankles do not hold him upright a lot. They just come forward and he tends to Michael Jackson lean until he falls down. So there's a couple different ways that you can actually fix this issue. In the past, I've used nail polish. I've used floor polish. You can do super glue. There's a lot of different options there, but I found something recently on eBay. It's called this Kiki Fix Loose Joints action figure. It's like $8 on eBay, and in my opinion, it's worth every penny. I've used this on a couple figures so far, and it's worked wonders. One specifically was General Grievous, who tended to fall over a lot, and after using this, it wasn't an issue. What I'm gonna do real quick is put some paper down so I don't make a mess. Hold on. I came unprepared, but it is a liquid, so it's like a very, I don't know, it's viscous, but it's not super thick, but it is a little runny, and that's what's great about it. What I'm gonna do is just kind of make sure, I'm gonna poke this down here to make sure that it's clear. The passageways are unblocked. And let's see what we can do. So what you want to do here is just get it right into the joint. And it looks like my passageways are very blocked. There it goes. There we go. It gummed up a little bit because it does harden over time. But so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to squeeze it on the joint here. This, and you can see it's white and runny right in there. So it's kind of work the joint around like this. So let's just kind of get it in and work it around. I think that's enough for now. I'm not gonna do this one, but it's just as loose. So I'm just gonna let this sit here and we're gonna come back to it in just a little bit and see how it is. So it's been about 10 minutes now and it's a little tighter, but it's not as tight as I want it, but it's definitely tighter than this. It has a lot more give to it. So I'm going to hit it again. Sometimes, depending on how loose the stuff is, you have to hit it with a couple different coats. And I'm going to hit it on the back end too. Try to get it all up in here. So you can see that it's kind of just like a milky kind of substance here. I'm just going to work it back and forth like this all the way around. Now let's give it a little side to side waggle. And now we'll just let it sit here again and see how that does it. All right, so I'm doing this like in real time here. I haven't been doing anything with this figure while the camera's been off, but for you, it's only been a couple seconds. For me, it's been about another 10 minutes. And I don't know if you can see it, but I'm having to push a lot harder. Can't you see how much harder I'm having to push it? I know that doesn't really make a lot of sense. This thing moves just like nothing. Like it doesn't, I could blow on it when it moves. This now has a lot more friction to it. I know you can see, if you look close, you can still see it in there. This will dry up clear, so don't worry about that. But I do have to say that this is a lot more stable than it was. So anyways, that's it for this. This stuff right here is legit. And what I like about this over like floor polish or nail polish is how liquidy it is. So it gets deep in those joints. And that's something that polish doesn't do because it just kind of stays on the surface of whatever you brush it on. Whereas this gets down in there. And that's what you want, especially in something like this. Okay, so it's been a few days now. I've let this sit on my my desk for a few days just to see how it is. And I have to say, it is perfect. It's not nearly as loose as it was. In fact, this one, there we go, it kind of dried a little bit harder. He definitely doesn't want to fall over at the drop of a hat. And as you can see, there's no kind of white residue, because that's one of the things that I know some people are a little concerned about is, you know, if it dries, does it dry kind of visible? And in my opinion, it does not. But it does work. It's a very, very solid joint now. I don't have to worry about it falling over, or, you know, he just kind of fell over for no reason all the time. So that's not really a worry. And again, all I did was use this stuff. It was like $8 or $9 on eBay. I think you might be able to find it on Amazon. But Kiki Fix loose joints. I've used it a couple times. General Grievous, this guy, a couple other Transformers, anything with a ball joint, hinge joint. It just gets in there. Give it a coating. Let it sit there for a bit. See how it is. If it needs more, just keep doing it until you got the desired thickness or, you know, firmness that you want out of the joint. So that's it for this. Thank you for watching. I just kind of really wanted to help people out that have problems with loose joints. I saw this in a Facebook group and I thought, what the hell, why not? People were raving about it, and I have to say, for me, it worked like a charm. So I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Thanks for getting this far, and I'll see you later. Bye.